Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today, we are going to present about Building Information Modeling Project, which is cadangan membina dan menyiapkan sebuah rumah kediaman 2 tingkat di atas lot 373217, Kuala KUANG, MUKIM HULU KINTA, Daerah KINTA, Perak Darul RIDZUAN. Here are the content about this project. Walkthrough video, precast element and structural analysis, mechanical, electrical and plumbing, energy performance and sustainable analysis, project scheduling and activity management, and quantity takeoff and materials management.
Okay, this is the structure component for the building. This involves two methods of construction, which is the in situ concrete and precast concrete. The in situ concrete are constructed at the substructure component, which are the foundation, the ground beam, and the ground slab. And all the superstructure use precast concrete component. Moving on to the structural analysis, which is the life loads. Example of the life load is the human, furniture, and others, which is an element that are movable in the building. The life load is 5 kN per meter square, where it distributes from the upper level, which is the roof level, until it goes down to the ground. Next is structural analysis for dead load. Dead load is a fixed load that from the building, which is the structure component of the building. The dead load is 3 kN per meter square. The load from the upper level will be distributed to the ground. Moving on to the water supply layout. The water supply comes from the main pipe of Lembaga Air Perak, and it goes up to the water tank at the roof level. From that, it will distribute to each of the toilets inside the building. PVC pipe has been chosen as the material for the water supply, and it comes in a variety of sizes. Next is sanitary plumbing layout of the project. There are two types of pipe in this building, which are ventilation pipe and waste pipe. PVC pipe also has been chosen for the building, and it comes in a variety of sizes, from the smaller size until the bigger sizes. And all the waste will go to the nearest septic tank. And this is the isometrical view of the plumbing. As you can see, the blue color refer to the water supply and the green color refer to the sanitary and ventilation pipe.
M&E electrical features, starting with ground floor level, consists of GFCI duplex receptacle switch, door light switch, and 12 to 16-way PVC DB box full set complete with main switch, while first floor level consists of door light switch and GFCI duplex receptacle switch. Continue with M&E lighting feature. For the ground floor level consists of door light switch, ceiling light flat round 60 watt to 120 watt, 12 to 16-way PVC DB box full set complete with main switch, and first floor level consists of door light switch, ceiling light flat round 60 watt to 120 watt. Okay, for the ISO drawing of NME features, this drawing is isometric drawing. The project consists of site possession, preliminaries, building work, structural work, lights, pad foundation, cast in situ ground beam, cast in situ concrete ground slab, precast concrete column ground floor, precast beam ground floor level, precast floor slab on first floor level, precast concrete column first floor, roof beam, roof construction, then continue with architecture work such as ground floor wall, first floor wall, external wall finishes, internal wall finishes, roof finishes, toilet, then continue with mechanical and electrical work. Then for external work such as drainage system, sump, landscaping, road work, and closing.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I would like to present about solar analysis. This analysis was conducted on 17 July 2021 at Kampung TERSUSUN, CHEPOR, INDAH, Daerah KINTA, PERAK, DARUL, RIDZUAN, Malaysia within 24 hours period. Based on the scale, there is low solar radiation at the front elevation of the building, while at rear elevation exposed to high level of solar radiation, while at left elevation experience higher level of solar compared to front elevation, but lower than rear elevation. Right elevation tend to experience high level of solar radiation compared to the other three elevation. Here is the example of solar radiation in isometric elevation that conducted to building. For lighting analysis, lighting test was conducted at 9 am and the results showed that both floors produced within the range of 0 to 107 lux value, but there is high lux value at the open space that directly exposed to light. While at 12 pm, the building started to have higher lux value for both levels due to the position of the solar. The results can be seen in the slide. For sun path analysis, at 7:15 am, the sun started to rise at east. The position of the sun starting to change at 9 am. The sun tend to be on top of the building at 12 pm. The position of the sun keep changing towards the west at 3 pm. Lastly, the sun set at 7 pm at west.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is the energy analysis result that have been gained from the Insight 360 after finishing all the test requirement. This energy analysis result shows that this building used 365 kWh per meter square per year, and the cost for it is $40.1 per meter square per year, equivalent to RM169.34 per meter square per year. Other than that, energy analysis also contains building orientation, which is rotate a building clockwise from 0 degree, e.g. 90 degree the north side of the building to the face east. Other than that, the window wall ratio. Window wall ratio, which is in glazing area or gross wall area, is interact with window properties to impact daylighting, heating and cooling. Other than that, the window shade. The window shade can reduce HVAC overview use. The impact depends on the other factors such as window size, the solar heat gain properties. And then, the window glass. The glass properties control the amount of daylight, heat transfer and solar heat gain into the building along with the other factor. Furthermore, in energy analysis, it also has roof construction, which represent the overall ability of roof construction to resist heat, loss and gain. Moreover, the lighting efficiency, which is represent the average internal heat gain and power consumption of electric lighting per unit floor area. And then the lighting and occupancy control. It represents the typical daylight, dimming and occupancy sensor system. And lastly, the PV or panel efficiency, which is the percentage of the sun energy that will be converted to AC energy. Higher efficiency panel cost more, but produce more energy for the same surface area. Moving on to the material cost of the wall. The wall use block work and all the sides are the same, as the cost been measured per meter square. 1 meter square costs RM42.20 and the total cost for the wall is RM25,004.26. Moving on to the floor, there is 3 types of the floor that we use, which is ceramic tile, cement creep finishes and vinyl flooring. The ceramic tile costs RM39.08 per meter square, while the cement creep costs RM13.98 per meter square, and the vinyl flooring costs RM51.31 per meter square. The total cost for the floor is RM14,731.85. For the ceiling, it uses gypsum ceiling and this ceiling costs RM20.61. And the total cost for the ceiling is RM5,020.56. Moving on to the door section, there is 4 types of door that we use in this building, which is double full glass wood clad, single panel wood door, single flush door, and double sliding door. The cost of the door is measured per unit and the total cost for the door is RM17,410. For the window, there is triple casement window, double casement window, and fixed window. The total cost for the window is RM34,050. Moving on to the railing section, there is 2 places that use it, which is at staircase and balcony. The cost for the railing is being measured per meter and the total cost for the railing is RM3,327.59. For the roof, it uses interlocking clay style and the total cost of the roof is RM7,661.24. Now moving on to the lighting section for the material cost. Firstly, the lighting device. The light switch costs RM5.20 per unit and the total cost for the light device is RM93.60. Next, the lighting fixture, which is it uses the ceiling light flat round 60 volt to 120 volt. The cost for the light is RM182 per unit and the total cost for the lighting fixture is RM11,648. Next, we go to the plumbing fixture. There is several types that is used. There is floor drain, water closet, sink and shower. The cost for the plumbing fixture is cost per unit and the total cost for the plumbing fixture is RM3,110.50. Moving on to the last material cost for building structure. In the building structure, there is beam, column and floor slab. The beam used for this building is cast in situ and precast beam. The cost for the beam is RM247 per meter cube. Next, for the column section, there is two types of column that we use, which is cast in situ and precast column. The cost for the column is RM247 per meter cube for cast in situ, while RM269 per meter cube for precast column. For the floor section, there is two types of slab that is used, which is in situ slab and precast slab. The cost for the in situ slab is RM226.70 per meter cube. Meanwhile, RM241.60 per meter cube for the precast slab. And the total cost for the floor slab is RM9,030.92.